Look at that big worm. I'm so happy about it. I've got to get this done. Hi everyone. Well, today I'm just going to share with you my apple orchard and the wonderful chore of caring for them. So it's 4 years old and I found this idea on the internet. Take a hose and cut it to length and then use that to secure the tree to the T-post. This particular one grew really fast and she's quite top heavy, so I secured her with 3 ties. Nurturing and renewing a bond that was created when I touched her roots, placed them gently into the earth to be nourished and to nourish. There is something so satisfying about stirring mulch in the spring, bringing air in, helping the soil to breathe, and the rich green of the comfrey against the deep brown is so uplifting to me. That part of me that yearns to grow and change like this new spring. Lacey, are you okay in the rain? Lacey's okay. She's out of the rain. Papa's out of the rain, stuff. See how clever Lacey is? She knows that the netting is helping keeping the mosquitoes off. So she wants to hang outside with me. Maybe she notices my netting and says, hey, that works for her. I'll take it. She's so clever. She's a good girl. So in this book called The Holistic Orchard by Michael Phillips, he instructs for me to look for apple tree borers. After I look for them, I cover the wound with a mud pack that I get from the pond. This is just one of the many bits of advice in this book, and if you are going to raise apple trees, I highly advise that you get this book. It's full of great information. Oh, it's such a joy to keep you healthy, strong. In this act of love, I feel the connection that you have between heaven with your beautiful soft green leaves and earth with your deep, strong, rich brown roots. Watching you become, as spring arrives, so perfect, so alive and so eager. And then, with the intensity of summer, you grow tougher. Those tender green leaves turn thick and glossy. This compost is from all winter's vegetable scraps, and look at the worms. Look at that big worm. I'm so happy about it. All this is going to go on the apple trees. So, a couple of things that I've learned since I've planted these trees is he shares that the comfrey is a really beneficial companion plant to the apple trees. Comfrey should be planted at the proposed drip line of the tree. So this would be the drip line of a tree. So the comfrey should be planted about like right here. And as you can see, what I did is I planted it at the drip line of the sapling. So I planted it almost right on top of the tree. So this fall I will transplant a lot of these guys. I am to replenish the mulch and add more compost, and so at that time I can dig up the comfrey root and move it out. Now I won't be able to get all of it because comfrey root has a very deep taproot. Hence the reason why it's beneficial for the apple tree. It pulls up nutrients and makes it more available to the shallow roots of the apple tree. That's putting it simply. So anyway, carry on. Let me show you something about building the soil around an apple tree. It's called the fungal duff zone. What happens when you plant companion plants like comfrey, compared to what happens when you don't. Let me show you the difference. So yeah, this looks okay. The soil looks okay. It's, could be a little richer. There's no comfrey here. Look at this one. So what happens is this plant is going to die back in the fall, and all of its leaves are going to break down, and these leaves are full of lots of different nutrients. So they break down and create such a really good organic matter that it builds the soil health. This forest provides so much. So the apple trees are almost ready for summer. The next step will be applying a biological spray. The recipe is in that book that I was referencing, and it'll be applied at consecutive times throughout the tree's growing season. And then about the height of summer, I will harvest some of the comfrey leaf and make a fermented comfrey tea that I will apply as a foliar spray to boost the apple tree's immune system, and hopefully spray on the apples. Hopefully I have some apples, and this enhances their flavor. So the recipe for that will be in the description below. So thanks for joining me today, and take care. See you next time.